New at 5:30 tonight. For months, one Columbia County mother says she pushed her daughter's school to look closer at why she was struggling to read. And now the Georgia Department of Education says the district failed to follow federal special education requirements and is now ordering changes. Fox 54's Chelsea Aleem spoke with the mother behind the complaint. She joins us live from the Fox 54 News Alert Desk. Chelsea.
You are right, Trent. Stephanie Island says she wasn't asking the school district to diagnose her daughter. She was asking them to evaluate whether she needed additional special education services. And after reviewing school records, test scores, and email communications between Island and the district, the state found that the Columbia County School District waited too long to act. For Stephanie Island, this started with a simple concern. Her daughter was falling behind. Her first grader already received special education services for a speech and language impairment. But Island says she and her husband believed their daughter needed to be evaluated for additional learning needs.
And over the next, whole school year, 2025, 2026, we sat, my husband and I, who is active duty, sat with the IEP teachers and said, we need the evaluation. Why hasn't it been done?
Island says those concerns only grew as her daughter continued to struggle with reading. State records show 7-year-old Amelia scored below grade level on multiple reading assessments. By January, progress monitoring found her below grade level in word recognition on 8 out of 10 measurements. But Stephanie Island says she was reassured by Cedar Ridge Elementary staff that her daughter was making progress, while she feared Amelia would only fall further behind without additional support.
She needs help before second grade. And I said, if they were going to move her to second grade, they needed to provide those services because she could not continue to sit as a regular child when she is not meeting the basics.
Island says she reached out numerous times, and in November of 2025, she emailed her daughter's teacher asking what options she had to get her tested for a possible learning disability. And with that, the Georgia Department of Education later determined that message could reasonably be considered a request for an evaluation, but found the district didn't formally address that request until Island raised the issue again in March.
I would say between 20 to 30 times, and that's being light. I was literally calling and begging the school to evaluate my child, to get her help, to have meetings with me.
And the Columbia County School District has denied violating federal requirements, telling the state the student was making progress and that there was not enough evidence before March to suspect an additional disability. But after its investigation, the state disagreed. The Georgia Department of Education found the district not in compliance with 2 parts of federal special education law, including what's known as child fine, which requires school districts to identify and evaluate children suspected of having a disability.
I don't personally blame the teachers for this. I blame the system that was created where not only the teachers' voices and the parents' voices aren't heard, but where there is a system so high up top that they can make a decision about a child that they've never met, they've never seen in a classroom.
And now that system will have to undergo a review. The state is now ordering the Columbia County School District to complete Amelia's reevaluation, review and revise its child fine and evaluation procedures, and develop and provide approved training materials to all special education teachers and administrators at Cedar Ridge Elementary. For Island, she says the fight is now bigger than her own daughter.
My goal here is to make sure what happened to my daughter does not happen to other people, because I truly do feel like at this point my daughter's never going to get that time back, but what happened to her does not have to happen to other children.
And the state has given the district several deadlines to show that it is making those changes, with some requirements extending through December. And we reached out to the Columbia County School District about the state's finding. The district tells Fox 54, quote, consistent with federal student privacy laws, the Columbia County School District cannot discuss or disclose information regarding individual students. ending their statement with, Columbia County School District is committed to fostering a safe, welcoming, and supportive learning environment for all students. We work closely with students, families, and staff to ensure that every child has access to the educational opportunities, programs, and services needed to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. Supporting student success and well-being remains at the heart of our mission. And I am live from the News Alert Desk, Chelsea Aline, Fox 54, and we're working for you.